What's up there, travel fam? It's your girl Sean here. Just wanted to shoot this quick video and show you what it's like after you book your Virgin Voyages cruise. All right, so if you guys don't know, I'm headed on a cruise soon, and there are certain things that you need to do once you've made your deposit or you've paid for your trip. You need to do a couple of things. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video and show you exactly what it is that you need to do. All right. So the first thing you want to do is go to your Play Store, your App Store, and you want to search for the Virgin Voyages Sailor app. As you can see, I already have mine installed. And so what I'm going to simply do is open that. Now, the reason why this is so important is because you're going to do a couple of things here. The first thing you're going to do is to check in. Checking in is going to get you all set up to put your payment type on file. It's going to ask you for some basic information. It's also going to give you your time to board. All right. So you want to make sure that you do that first and foremost. Depending on when you book it, it will have a date and it will tell you when things like shore excursions, reservations for restaurants and things will open. So the one thing I like about Virgin is that there really aren't any specialty dining restaurants. All the restaurants on board, the major restaurants, you have to make reservations for, however. And so you want to be, so as soon as those things are open, you want to make sure that you go in and book them so you can try to get the times that you want. There will usually be a time that you'll see there. We'll go through it. I've already booked mine, but I'm just going to show you how that's done. The other thing you have to usually make reservations for are some of the shows. So again, as soon as you're able to do those things, my date was the 20th that I could be able to book those things. I went right in and did it. The other thing you want to book also is your shore excursions. All right. So as soon as you're available, as soon as you're able to do those things, go in, get them done so you can get the times that you want. Okay. And you only need reservations for dining. You only need it for Pink Agave, which is the Mexican restaurant, Gung Bay, which is a Korean barbecue, Extra Virgin, which is the Italian restaurant, and The Wake, which is the steakhouse, and Razzle Dazzle, which is like a vegan forward, friendly dining experience, but they also have regular food on the menu as well. So those 5, I believe you have to make reservations for. Anything in the galley, which is kind of like Virgin's version of the buffet, you do not have to make reservations for. So let's just jump right into it. All right. So the first thing you want to do is once you get in, you can see I checked in because you can clearly see that my arrival slot is 3:45. The one thing you should know about Virgin is that they're a late boarding ship. We usually don't board until the afternoon. We usually sail later on in the evening, about maybe 5-6 o'clock. So again, my boarding time is at 3:45. And I'll tell you this, don't try to get there earlier to get on because usually it doesn't work. So just get there at your time. You'll be good to go. All right. So the first thing you want to do, like I said, before you sail, you want to check in. You can see I've done that already. That gave me my time. That gave me the time that I was due to arrive at the terminal. And then it asked me some other information, a copy of my passport and its numbers and so on and so forth. So that's done. As you can see, I need to complete the health form, but that's not available yet. They will, that's going to be available on the day of the voyage. So when I sail out on Sunday, then this will be available. All right. So I'm going to ask a few questions. And then here's where all the fun begins. So as you can see, we got book dining, book a shore thing. That's, like I said, their version of a shore excursion. Browse the event lineup, browse spa treatments, and buy the bar tab and more. So now with Virgin and the bar tab, it works a little bit differently than most cruise lines. It usually comes in different increments starting at about 200. And it's usually a little perk they give you. 200 bar tab, you might get like a $25 extra. And I think it goes up to $1,000. The nice thing about the bar tabs here is that unlike other cruise lines, if 2 people are sailing in the cabin and only one wants the package, then only one has to buy the package. So, you don't have to get stuck with buying 2 drink packages. You can just buy one and you can even share. So that's cool. All right. So let's go in and let's book some dining. So again, I've done my, I picked my time slots already. But what you'll see is you look it up and you'll see, okay, it shows me Sunday. So this shows April 6th. and you can see the restaurants that are available. So we've got Razzle Dazzle, which you can see I already have booked for 8:15. But then there's the Test Kitchen, and there's Extra Virgin, and you can always tap on these, okay? And you see all of the available times that are, available for Extra Virgin: 9, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. All right. And so you see it: Gung Bay, Pink Agave, and the Wake, right? Those are the main ones that you need reservations for. So you will simply just click on the one that you wanted. Okay, and it's letting me know that I already have a table booked. So I have it booked for Monday already. Okay, but then you can scroll through here, and if it was more than one person, you would just tap on that, and the other person would come up, and you could say whether you want it for brunch or for dinner, and again search the availability. All right, but in this case, you can just look. It gives you a little bit about the restaurant, what it's about, and you even have the option right here of looking at the menu. So you can kind of already know what it is that you want. Now, Virgin does have this thing like a sip and savor where they have like a drink that goes with the main course, and there is a charge for that. But again, you do not have to pay for that. It's totally optional. Everything else within Extra Virgin is included. Okay, unless you see a price, it's all included. All right, and so you can get a chance to see the menu, see what's going on. And that's a sip and savor. Then you can clearly see the drinks that they have. Okay. All right. You can see the drinks that they have, and there's tons of them. If you are a wine drinker, then there's the wine bottles. And again, more stuff, and it tells you, it doesn't give you the exact price, but you can tell by the dollar sign, be a little pricier. And again, these things will be covered with your bar tab. All right. And then you get to see the appetizers that are here. So you get a chance to really look at the menus, my point, before you even get on the ship. You can kind of already have an idea of what it is that you want, okay? So it gives you some more verbiage. So all you would simply do here is just select the time slot that you wanted. Now, because I've already done mine for 8 o'clock, it won't let me book another one. If I try to book it at, let's say, 9:15, it's going to tell me one or more of your party already has a dinner reservation at Extra Virgin, which is me. All right, so which means I'd have to either pick another day or another time. The one thing I will say about Virgin too is they try to give everybody a chance and opportunity to try the restaurant. So sometimes it's hard. Let's just say if you really like Razzle Dazzle, which is one of my spots, sometimes it's hard to get a reservation on that same sailing. However, you can also go to the dining room itself and ask, and they can put you on the list. All right, so that's how you book your restaurants. Okay, and the same thing pretty much applies for a shore thing. Again, you tap on it, and here you'll see where we're leaving from, where we're going. So I got Cozumel and Bimini, and so if I wanted to find things to do in Florida, again, there's some verbiage here that you can read through and tell you some things to do, and then it just shows you a couple of things that you can do, like the hop on and hop off tour in Miami, and just some other stuff. So everything is really in here. But if I'm going to Cozumel, if I want to see what to do in Cozumel, I can simply here, it tells you it's a 3-in-1 Mexican destination, because they will have a shuttle you'll see that goes, or a ferry that'll go from Cozumel over to Playa del Carmen and Tulum. Okay, and so again, more verbiage, and then it'll have different things that you can do. Okay, you can even save these, and there's a spot that you can go in and see all your favorites that you saved. It'll tell you the different things that you can do, and all these are shore excursions. So let's just say you wanted to do this one, want to do the Ancient Wonders. Yep, you just tap it. Again, it's going to tell you the price. It'll tell you what day and the time. And then it's, again, going to give you more verbiage. You can see it's going to be a full 9-hour tour. And probably more than likely, we're probably not going to leave until later on. Again, Virgin is a later ship. We usually don't leave at around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's usually much later that we sail out. So that's pretty much how you would go in. You would go in and just hit book. And then again, you just tap on yourself. It's going to tell you it's going to leave at 10. And see, it's telling me I have a class because I have an shore excursion booked already for Tuesday. That leaves at 11. So it's letting me know that I have a class with that. But this is how I would go in and book it if I wanted to. Check the time. If I hit that, it'll say, hold up. Sorry, sailor. You already have something planned at that time. So I can change it and do something else different, or I can view the existing booking or whatever the case is. But again, Virgin is very good about that. So that's how you book in an excursion or a short thing. Same thing if I'm going to Bimini, that private beach club in the Bahamas. Again, it's other things, verbiage. You can learn all about it, and they'll tell you some of the local things to do. And then it lists some of the shore excursions. You can see here I have something saved in here, which is the Bimini Heritage and Cultural Tour. If I tap that, let's just say that's a tour that I wanted to do. All right, you can see the cost. You can see what time, the day and time of it. And again, more verbiage you can read up on it. Tells you it's about a 2.5-hour tour. It's a culture tour. And if I wanted to go in, I would just go in and hit book. And I would say me. I would pick the time, which would be 10:30 or 2:30. So let's say I picked 10:30. Okay. And then I go to next. Okay, it's going to give me a summary. And because I already have a card on file, I could just go right in and just pay this. But that would be what I had to pay today. All right, but I'm not going to book that right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. But again, I want to say when you're booking your short excursions and your reservations, you want to do it as quick as possible because sometimes they really do go fast, right? So that's how you book the short excursions. The next thing you really want to book is your event lineup. There are different shows that go on around the ship, and so you want to be able to. Some of those things require reservations. So of course we're in Miami on the first day. So on Monday, we're just going to look and we're going to see what things are around. So Virgin also has a good, they like to do. It's like if you're really into exercise and stuff like that, there are all kind of workouts, meditation things to do. And so you can have those things to do. Those things you have to book. They're free. You just have to reserve them. Okay. And then you can see the different activities going on. And anytime you want to know something about it, like this last one standing, I think I have this planned for one day. It'll tell you where it is. It sees a non-ticketed event. It does not require a ticket, but some will, and it'll tell you that. So you just go in and book it. So again, there's bingo with the diva, and so there's all these different things that you can do. And some will, like I said, some will require that you do a reservation. Some will not. Okay, but always just go in. You can tap it, and again, it'll tell you if it's non-ticketed or not. But that's how you book, and you can do that for each and every single day that you're in port somewhere, that you're on the ship. I should say in port. When you're on the ship, you can go in and book and make sure you book them. Again, book them early. Scarlet Night is their big night. That's on Tuesday night. You do not need a reservation for this. It's ship wide. It's the night that everybody kind of dresses in red. And then they talk about the octopus card and the story of Scarlet Night. Again, you could click that. Again, that's non-ticketed, but there are some shows that are ticketed. Okay. Again, you can see Scarlet Night is right there. And then the after party. So that is how you book events that are on the show. You can also book spa treatments. There's a stubble and groomers for the men to get a gentleman's barbershop. You get your hair cut. You can get a mani and pedi. You can also get tattoos on board. Okay, all of these things are extra charges, but they are available to you. So if you wanted to book some type of spa excursion or some type of spa event that you wanted, you can see all the different ones they have: massages, couples treatments, acupuncture, facials, and body treatments. You simply hit the drop down menu and you can just tap the arrow and it'll tell you what the treatment is, and it'll tell you how much it is. It might tell you what the treatment is or how much it is. Yep. So you see it's a 90-minute treatment. You can see what the price is there. All right. So that is how you book shore excursions, how you book um, dining room reservations, event lineup, spa treatments. Again, if you want to buy a bar tab, that's pretty much cool. You can go in, you can see, I think the highest is $1,000, and they add an extra $250. So you pay $1,000, but you'll wind up with $250 for a total of $1,250. And you have to use it all by the end of the cruise, and you don't get your money back. Then there's a $300 bar tab. There's a $500, a $750. You can do, if you want to do roses, you can have roses sent to your room. If you want to do something romantic for your significant other. And so there's all the different things that you can do. Of course, these things are, have a fee to it. If you want to prepay for your Coronas, you can see it's a 6-pack pretty much. So you can do that. So whatever your choices are, you have those things available to you. Again, these things are extra fees. A premium Wi-Fi, we'll say Virgin comes with basic Wi-Fi, but if for some reason you want a premium, again, that's $120. That's for the duration of the cruise. And as we just scroll, this is all these other things that you can do. Again, it's a $200 bar tab, and you get an extra $25. You can see it says purchase, because yes, I did purchase the bar tab for myself. All right. So again, that is how you book on the Virgin Voyages app. Again, I suggest after you've, whether you put a deposit on your cruise or you pay for it, the next thing you should do is go into your app store, download the app, and then go in and do your check-in. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to do your, you want to do your check-in. Once you do your check-in, again, the dates will be there telling you when you can check in for everything else. And then make sure on that day you go in and you do all the things that you need to do. So there you have it, guys. That is a quick video on how to book with Virgin. This app has a lot of information, so take your time, scroll through it, read through it if you've never sailed before. And yeah, that's it. And if you need help booking your next Virgin Voyages cruises, please feel free to reach out to me, and Travel the Sexy Travel Agency will be more than happy to help. All right, guys, until the next video, as always, as I say, there we go. Peace.